everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports.
It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Giants going up against the Vikings. So with that, let's get right out to the stadium. Brandon Godden and Charles Davis have the call on this Week 4 matchup.
Okay, Larry, thank you. We are indeed at the beautiful state-of-the-art U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Tonight, we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup between the New York Giants and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. The winner's their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And that win is one to build on. And when you have a chance to make it a second win at home, it's something to explode with. Let's see how they come out of the gate.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win.
And out of the last 86 teams to start 0-3, none of them have made the playoffs. So you're exactly right. They've got to start picking up things right now in a big uphill climb.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be taken out by the product of the University of Louisville, the talented Teddy Bridgewater.
His stature isn't huge. He's not one of the big, strong-arm guys that you see coming into the league. But his touch, decision-making, ability to make plays, that's why Teddy Bridgewater has a chance to be a top quarterback in the league.
The first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
Here's Bridgewater, eluding the pressure right. And, right away, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Illegal block in the back. Offense. Still second down.
Bridgewater to Peterson. And incomplete on the deep ball. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Time to feature the offensive starters and to give some love to the tight end, Kyle Rudolph.
He's been to the Pro Bowl already, battled a few injuries, but he's back and better than ever. Has added a little yoga to his regimen in order to make him more nimble. That makes it that much harder for the defenders to catch him.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Here's Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Jarius Wright that time. And that's going to make it 4th down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now the 4th-year man, Jeff Locke, on to punt it away. Back deep for the Giants, Dwayne Harris. That's pulled in at the 32. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback, a multiple-time Pro Bowler. It's, of course, Eli Manning.
I still remember a scouting report that a former Giants GM had on Eli Manning coming out of Mississippi. He simply said he has it. And we always talk about the it factor, which means they're going to play large in big moments, in key situations, and Eli Manning has always had that.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
Second down, 8. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Manning to throw on second down. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. So Manning to Beckham in this defense, they better hone in on that connection.
It's almost like an electrical charge for him, isn't it? When he catches the first one, I'm talking about OBJ, he just goes to the huddle and says more, more, more. And really, he's just one of those guys that once he gets going, look out.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Here's Jennings. And some space here. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
They gash him in a big way on that last run, and defense fortunate to tackle him on the 2-yard line, but doesn't necessarily mean that there's something wrong with the defense's plan. And that's the one thing the coordinator has to do to make sure the confidence stays high. Okay, sometimes they're going to get a big play against us. That doesn't mean we change everything and abandon our game plan, but now they have to stiffen and try and keep him out of the end zone.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Throwing is Manning. And he's got his tight end, Donnell. It's a Giants touchdown. Larry Donnell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough, they couldn't handle it. It worked out. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now out comes Minnesota. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. It's JPP, 7th-year man Jason Pierre-Paul. In there to get him for a loss of 5. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. A play fake to Peterson. Now Bridgewater. And there's a flag on the field. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs.
Holding offense. Still 2nd down.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Following the penalty, it's Peterson. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. The ball carrier there, Adrian Peterson, he turned 31 back in March.
But after his return from knee surgery a few years ago, that incredible return, I don't think we look at his number the same way as we do a lot of running backs who turn 30.
Yeah, I agree. And right now, standing 17th all-time in the NFL rushing ranks.
3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Here's Jeff Locke now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And here are the defensive starters, and their coordinator is hoping that they have short-term memories from last week.
A very tough week indeed, Brandon. All they want to do now is be solid right out of the gate. No big plays given up early.
2nd down following the run. Manning to throw on 2nd down. Hitting Donnell here, the tight end right side. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Gotta give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Now it's Jennings. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That was a tremendous play by the defensive line. We always talk about leverage versus any play. How about versus the draw? Underneath, they get into the backfield and make a big-time play.
And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd.
Playing coverage here.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. To Breen out in the flat. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
I feel like Eli Manning has just gone from downfield bomber to a guy who can complete everything.
He can hit him underneath now, can't he?
Yeah, we just saw that there with that pass completion. The maturity of a veteran, taking what the defense will give him.
This is Jennings. And some room to work. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Rashad Jennings, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, Yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the defense for New York.
Jonathan Hankins is a run-stuffing defensive tackle who creates a pile-up with each and every snap.
And ready now for 2nd and 9. The 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Let's go.
A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Bridgewater. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for him.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. The left side caught by Diggs. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
second down, Bridgewater. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
First down, Bridgewater. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So 2nd and 10 here. Bridgewater fakes a give to Peterson. And he's got some space here. And he slides to avoid the hit. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's 1st and goal. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
This could very well be 4-down territory, but right now we focus on 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll run for it with Peterson. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
There are certain drives in the game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Running for it. Here's Peterson. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adrian Peterson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have made this now a 1-score game. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it, because nowadays you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
The Vikings defense getting ready to go. See if they can regroup a little bit. They gave up the touchdown last drive.
And you know from our meetings with coaches all across the league, one of their pet peeves, when teams get down, a lot of these guys now, they want to treat it like it's a video game or something. Hit reset. Let's start over, coach. Out of the first 2 series, they don't even matter now. Let's play again. That's not how it works. You're down. You gave up a touchdown. You can't do it again. You have to dig in, grit it out, and fight it out. Reset buttons. It's driving everybody crazy. There are no reset buttons when you're playing in this game.
Preach, Chucky, preach. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Shift together here from the D-line. Manning to throw on second down. He's got time. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. So we played one quarter here on a Monday night. 14-7 is the score. We're back to Minneapolis in just a moment.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Jennings. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Second down, goal to go from the 6. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on third and goal. Manning now on third and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Victor Cruz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop. Bridgewater from the gun on third down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here's Jeff Locke now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is Harris. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Eli Manning and company getting set here as they head back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Give him 18 on that one. And it'll give the Giants a first down.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
They run again with Jennings. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And they'll run it here. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. On first down, Manning hitting Donnell here, the tight end right side. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
3 yards to go here on 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Sharif Floyd makes the stop.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Now a first carry here for Shane Vereen, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play, only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front, the linebackers, everyone got involved to force a 4th down.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Now Brown, after the made field goal, gets set for the kickoff. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Giants defense working their way back onto the field now. They got the stop last time that resulted in a punt, and then it resulted in 3 for their offense.
And this is one time where the defense won't get credit for creating points, but that's exactly what they did. All right, forced them into a punt, turned it over to their offense, and guess what? Points went on the board.
Points went on the board, 3 of them. Now they'll be looking for another stop. Bridgewater. The left side caught by Diggs. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be first down Vikings.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Bridgewater gives to his tailback, Peterson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Peterson alone in the backfield. He's going to get the football. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Bridgewater to throw it. He's going to air one out. And that's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. Jarius Wright, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed,
kills.
Speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
Extra point try now for Walsh. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. And so we have the touchdown now. Here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Eli Manning getting ready to go again on offense. He's been in a pretty good group. They actually have more yards on the ground than through the air, but both have been good, pretty balanced.
And have we ever met a coach when we've talked to him before a game that hasn't mentioned wanting to be balanced?
No, because then you've got both sides hitting the defense. They don't know what to expect, right?
Really helps your play calling, because now you're in a position where you're confident in either aspect of the game. Dial it up and let it go. And so far, that's allowed them to lead.
Absolutely. Have the lead here in the second quarter.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Jennings. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Throwing now is Manning. It's caught. Shepard. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They come up in an offset eye. And on the ground they go with the running back. And there's a flag on the play. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Manning now to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's the second rounder, McKenzie, down the numbers. There he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Oh, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski
different
was an
things for
interception.
different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Now Manning to try again after the pick six. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They go play action for Jennings. Now Manning. Penalty marker is down here.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. Does the big boy have the juice? going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Walsh now for the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And New York set to take the field. Now a play fake here on first down. Cruz has it over the middle. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Larry Ridley will have first half highlights and analysis.
LR, plenty to show in this one.
Going to be a busy man at intermission. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Manning to throw on 2nd down. Surveying the field. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking for his receiver, Sharp, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. Extra point try now for Walsh. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. He's got time in the pocket, and he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Manning will try again on second down. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Getting set to go here, Teddy Bridgewater and company marches back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Bridgewater. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. A second down throw for Bridgewater. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Charles, on the slant, you always need good ball placement. They got it there.
Brandon, the quarterback, put it in the exact perfect spot, right to the upfield shoulder of the receiver, and he used his body to keep the defender away.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 3rd and short yardage, Bridgewater. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Their dangerous wide receiver as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Walsh now for the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll begin the drive with Rashad Jennings. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. On second down, here's Manning. Hitting Donnell here, the tight end right side. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. One final try now for Manning. Floating one, incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Both the Vikings and the Giants have a lot to be happy about after the first half, at least on offense. These teams are finding a way to get into the end zone, and it's led to a fun-to-watch game. So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Giants with the ball midway through the first. Jennings going to look for space, and this 5-play drive goes for a touchdown. That puts them on top by 14. Giants on offense. First quarter winding down. Manning's on target here, and the pass and catch will end up going for 61 yards. Continuing on the drive, Cruz is by himself here, and this 5-play drive goes for a touchdown. The lead now at 14. Vikings with the ball midway through the second. Wright's deep downfield where he'll make the catch. And this 4-play drive goes for a touchdown. Closing the gap to 10. Giants with the ball late in the half. Manning's under fire and will throw the pick. Alexander's the one who would run it back for the score. Cutting the deficit to 3. Staying late in the half. Ball's going to be up for grabs here. Vikings would pick it up and score as the points continue to pile up. Staying late in the second. Under pressure here, and the ball is picked off. Rhodes, the one who would run it back for the score. Continue a crazy first half. Now to late in the second. Manning's under fire and will throw the pick. Rhodes reading the play and comes away with it, ending the drive. Offense on the field now after the pick. Johnson's able to get free along the sideline. And a quick 3-play drive ends with a score. The Vikings go up by 18. And with that, we'll send you back to Minneapolis where Brandon and Charles are on the call.
All right, Larry, indeed a one-sided affair to this point as we get set for half 2. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And he's brought down.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
That's all you got, oh? There we go, D. That's
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really, at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now, as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Cruz has it over the middle. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Quarterbacks like throwing the slant route, but they have to be careful about ball placement. They have to put it in a spot that makes sure the receiver has his body in front of the defender.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. And he's got his man, Donnell. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end, can be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. He gets this one to Dwayne Harris. Touchdown, Giants! Dwayne Harris, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A first down throw for Bridgewater. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Obviously, a big play was needed. And you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Peterson alone in the backfield. Bridgewater now. Dancing to his left. And he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And it'll give the Vikings a first down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And there's a flag on the field. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down.
Another block in the back. Offense.
Let's go. Right now.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Holding. Offense.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Bridgewater off the play fake to McKinnon. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 3rd and long for Bridgewater. Going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Laquan Treadwell with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Well, Treadwell had a heck of a career at Ole Miss, and now he has that first National Football League score.
And that has to feel so sweet to him because, remember, his junior year at Mississippi, he broke an ankle, and people are wondering, would he be able to make it back and be the same player he was before? Not only did he do that, he added to his game. Not the fastest guy straight line, but great ability to separate at the end of a catch and make those contested catches that keep drives alive.
And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Rashad Jennings trots back out there as he gets set to go. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and that would be a little bit overwhelmed.
They begin the drive with Jennings on the ground. And he's brought down. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll be good for a Giants first. So last week, mostly ineffective. This week, what we're seeing, very effective. What are you seeing that's different?
I think what I'm seeing is just a simple everyone is on the same page. And I know it sounds trite, but I'm talking about all the guys up front with the blocking schemes, everyone at the point of attack, creating space. And so far, it doesn't matter what gap they choose, they're finding it. A gap, B gap, C gap, does not matter. They're getting there, and they're creating nice runs. That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy is going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
They go play action here on first down. Looking left sideline, incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. That pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Here's Brad Wing now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And that last drive, a long drive. But not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and we'll still get the first down. They love being physical.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Really tough drive, but that run help salvage something there, because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
That run is what defenses don't like about dealing with Adrian Peterson. His ability to drop a shoulder and run through contact.
And he's amazing at keeping those strong legs going, isn't he?
For him, no run is ever truly over. I mean, he's actually not even convinced that when they blow the whistle, he's actually down. That's how he finishes runs in a big way.
He was brought down by Devon Kennard.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
The play clock's running down. On 2nd down, Peterson. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. The numbers comparison last week, really good game here. I don't know, he's not hitting the hole as fast as he was a week ago.
Do you get the sense that maybe, his timing's off a little bit?
Yeah.
Because last week, I think you were talking about how quick he was to the hole and how fast he was through the hole. And that created some of those big runs because it allowed some of those 2nd and 3rd level blocks from his offensive line. In this game, I feel like the blocking's still there, but he's just not taking advantage of it. Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let him get anywhere near it.
Here's Jeff Locke now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Marching back out there, ready for the next possession. Here comes the Vikings defense. They forced the punt the last time, got off the field. I'm sure some of your D coordinators through the years, you liked when you heard those words, get off the field.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Or maybe you didn't like it when you heard those words.
It depended on when they were yelling them. But in this situation, absolutely perfect. Get off the field, force a punt, let the offense take over and do their thing, and it resulted in a field goal.
Now we'll see if they can do that again. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
So now a 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look. They fake the handoff. Now Manning. He finds Beckham complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, that's the kickstarter right there. Eli Manning finding his guy, Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, it's a deadly combination, isn't it?
It really is, but what really makes it work is just how unflappable Eli is with his demeanor, able to maintain his calm and his poise, because we know OBJ, he can run pretty hot and get excited out there.
Sometimes just one-handed grabs for him.
It doesn't matter what it is. Just throw it up there. He'll go get it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Manning to throw on 2nd down. And he's hit and taken down. Eli sacked. A first-time Pro Bowler a year ago. Everson Griffin in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Manning. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Linval Joseph in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here's Brad Wing now, standing just about on his own goal line. That's taken on the 25. Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They come out here in the eye. 1st down, here's a run with Peterson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Play clock winding down.
Let's go. Blue 58. Blue 58.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Delay of game, offense. Still 2nd down.
Peterson alone in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. They run with Peterson. He's been busy tonight. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave him looking at a 4th and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now Blair Walsh for the Viking field goal. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Now after the made field goal, Walsh back out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Over the middle here to Donnell. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. Out on the right, this is Cruz. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
Manning now on first down. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now it's Patterson. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. We get a look now at the Giants' defense as they file into position. And a really nice job last time. Offense had great field position, but they were able to hold them just 4 plays, and they had to hit the field goal.
We saw the benefits of practice there from the defense, though, didn't we? Because most teams, when they got that type of field position that they have to start defense on, they treat it almost like what we call sudden change. You know, after a turnover or a big kick return, whatever that is, you tell the guys, listen, you got to bow up. You got to get in there. Make sure you don't give up any more than a field goal.
They bowed up all right. We'll see if they bow up again. The linebacker, Kelvin Shepard, brings him down.
For that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Second down following the run. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Again, Peterson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Carry number 20 now for Peterson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Here's Jeff Locke now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out come the Giants. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. It's complete to Cruz. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Brown on now for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And there's a flag on the play. Cordero Patterson past the 20. And he takes it all the way, but there is laundry on the field. A flag is down, and I think this one's coming back.
I agree.
Return team.
Peterson alone in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. Time running out here on the play clock. They run again with Peterson. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third. The play clock's running down. On third down, Bridgewater. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Play clock winding down.
Let's go.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. So Bridgewater forced to the sidelines. And they'll hand things over to their backup quarterback and task him with preserving this lead. Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They come out here in the eye. They run again on first down. Peterson. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Handoff comes to Peterson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the Vikings of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Third down, it's Adrian Peterson. And he'll be taken. Now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will extend their lead even further. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, push their backs clearly against the wall.
Now after the made field goal, Walsh back out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Manning to throw. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it second down. And quickly, they get to the line. Back to throw, Manning. It's caught by OBJ. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. And the Giants' all-time leader in passing yards and completions and touchdowns, just another connection.
No doubt about it. That's the Eli Manning we know, pushing the ball downfield and with proficiency.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big play there out of the running game. 32 yards. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Manning. This will be caught inside the 10. Red zone opportunity. To throw is Manning. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Holding offense.
Shift together here from the D-line. On second down, here's Manning. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Michael Griffin. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. But I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
The Giants defense getting ready to go here. And even though that last drive yielded points, it was a long field goal, so they probably weren't too upset about it. Although here, obviously, they'd like to give up 0.
Of course, that's the goal each and every time out. But when they make that type of a field goal that long, you almost give them a little nod of respect to the kicker, like, congratulations. But you do feel pretty good about not giving up anything big.
Yeah, and we'll see if they can not give up anything big on this drive. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Jeff Locke now, standing just outside his own goal line. And the play clock becoming an issue, so Mike Zimmer's forced to call a timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout, and now we're set to get going. Harris now to return. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And possession will change here with very little time remaining in this contest. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. One final try now for Manning. He's got time, and that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Brandon, you know my background is defense. This was not a fun game for me to call today with all this offense going on.
No, you may hate it. I love it. What an exciting game. A lot of touchdown calls. Certainly put our stat guy to the test, didn't we?
Yeah, we put the stat guy to the test, but it was beautiful to hear you call touchdown what felt like 8,000 times.
Thanks, partner. So for Minnesota, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Houston Texans next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.